So the year was 1990, and a fresh-faced young teacher was starting her career at Lincoln Southeast. Never mind the fact that she was only 7 to 8 years older than her spirited charges. This teacher had presence, this teacher had poise, and her young students instantly loved her. As Brian said, my name is Stacy Jolly, formerly Stacy Lovelace, and it is my pleasure to be here tonight to say a few words about a very special woman and teacher, Missy Noonan. Is it weird for me to call her Missy? What's the statute of limitations on Mrs. Noonan? I'm not exactly sure, but I'm going to go with it here. Missy began teaching at Southeast the year that I was a senior. I was fortunate to have her lead me in Countesses and Noblemen that year. She came into the music program with enthusiasm and great ideas, with an open heart and an open mind. But I'm not sure many people grasped the intense challenge of joining Lincoln Southeast at that time. I know I certainly didn't. You see, the previous music teacher was a beloved figure in our music department. She had moved away after having taught at Southeast for nearly a decade. As we all know, a wonderful, dynamic teacher makes an imprint on our hearts and minds, and to come in and replace such a teacher took courage. But Missy handled it with ease. She was brimming with enthusiasm and love, and she didn't try to replace anyone. She was just her own wonderful self. I feel so lucky to have spent my final year of high school under her leadership. Now, admittedly, I have a crummy memory for details of 32 years ago, but I imagine somewhere along the line that first year, there may have been a few "that's not how we do it here" comments from students. We were quite proud of our existing music department. So Missy, if I or anyone else said that, I apologize 32 years later. But if we did, it didn't faze Missy. She handled it with her typical grace and empathy and love. And now, of course, a new teacher has that same gargantuan task, stepping into the shoes of a musical giant, winning over hundreds of kids who already think they do it best. Kids, please go easy on your new teacher. Missy Noonan is a tough act to follow, and your new teacher is going to need your love and support to grow and blossom into the next Lincoln Southeast powerhouse music teacher. And the music we made that year, oh, such glorious music. From Ticket to Ride to Swonderful, from Georgia to Operator, still my favorite. We rocked that stage, and it was all thanks to Missy pouring her knowledge and heart and love into us to make us glow from within. She, along with many of my teachers through the years, are a big part of the reason I do what I do now, which is serve on my local school board. I am fortunate to serve as the president of the Miller Public Schools Board of Education. As an adult, I can more clearly see how public schools are the absolute bedrock of our community and state. The teachers who show up every day to teach our children in Lincoln, Omaha, and all across the great state of Nebraska are the hearts of our communities. They do so much more than teach facts and curriculum. They share their love and their passion and their humanity with thousands of students every year. They reach the unreachable kids. They help the high flyers reach new heights. They serve as teacher, mentor, listening ear and shoulder to cry on, cheerleader, chief inspiration officer, and in the case of a world-class teacher like Missy, a friend. Before I go, I want to tell you a few quick facts about the year Missy started LSE. In 1990, the internet was born. I would go so far as to say that Missy coming to LSE and the internet being born had an equal impact on students. The Hubble telescope was launched, and just like that amazing telescope stares deep into space, Missy has been staring into something deep and complex for the last 32 years. The thoughts and emotions of high school students. The DVD would not be invented for another 6 years. We were still thoroughly in the Be Kind, Rewind era of VHS. But being kind isn't something you need to tell Missy to do. It is the hallmark of her teaching style and her very essence as a person. Finally, on August 25th, 1990, right about the time we would have been starting that first year at LSE, the #1 song in America was Come Back to Me by Janet Jackson. Janet's song title was eerily prescient, as here I am, having come back to wish you good luck, as you hopefully have a chance to relax. Do you know how to do that? Into retirement, and to come back, to thank Missy with all of my heart for sharing your talent and love and a great deal of your adult life with all of us and scores of other lucky students and their families. So thank you, and may you find great joy in your next adventure.